You want to explain what we're doing here as far as who's here and who's?
Yeah, we've got a lot of people out this week, a lot of regular voting members. So we've got 1, 2, 3 proxies, and we have 3 regular members on the board. So it's been kind of a scramble. We've never had to do this before. Usually we have 7 or 8 at least here, but we've got everything legal now, so we can start the meeting.
Yeah, don't write we're illegal, man.
I ain't couldn't care less.
All right, first item on the agenda is to approve the minutes from February 23rd, 2022 MPO policy board meeting.
So moved.
Second. Have a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Motion passed. Item number 3, do we have anybody from the public that would like to comment on the draft for year 2023 Unified Planning Work Program, the UPWP? All right, moving on. Item number 4, adopt resolution 2218 to approve the FY 2023 draft Unified Planning Work Program for the UPWP.
All right, this is the, as the mayor said, this is the draft 2023 Unified Planning Work Program. This document basically contains tasks and the budget for the MPO for the next fiscal year. There will be some changes to this document in between the draft and the final. The new transportation bill language, we're still working on that from ALDOT and from the Highway Administration and FTA to get the language straight on the bipartisan infrastructure bill. There's also some one change that we put in, or we added a task, and that is a study that we're going to use MPO carryover money to do. That is a interchange or study at Bethel Road and State Route 65, or not State Route, Interstate 65. What we're going to do is we're going to get a consultant to look at a new interchange from a 30,000 foot level, not a full interchange justification study, but to kind of look to see if we can take it to that next phase. We're building an interchange and look at the connecting roads to Bethel and Interstate 65. That study has been approved by City of Hartselle, City of Priceville, and Morgan County Commission, and they're going to pay the match on it. It's a $100,000 study. 80,000 of it will be coming from MPO carryover funds, with 20,000 being split between the two cities and the county. This study's been out there or talked about for a long time, so we finally have the funds to do it, and we'll be getting started with it in October of this year, and which will be in FY23. The additional carryover money is still in the carryover task. There's like a little bit over $15,000 of federal money in that task. So we kept that task in case we needed to do something with it at a later date. You can only use this carryover money for studies like this, or intersection studies or plans. So we're going to use it, see where we end up with this study, and see if we need to go to the next phase if it's justified. So that's the big changes in the UPWP. We'll probably come back in August to do the final. Hopefully we'll have some direction from the federal side on some of the language that needs to go in out of the transportation bill.
All right. So we have a motion to adopt resolution 2218.
Second.
Have a motion and second, any discussion? All in favor? Resolution 2218 passes. Item number 5 on the agenda, I'm sorry,
No, you're fine.
adopt resolution 2219 to amend the FY 2020-2023 transportation improvement program to decrease the cost on the following projects. Upgrade crossing devices, include signs, markings, and legends on McIntyre Lane. It's a DOT project number 731-855S, Norfolk Southern Railroad.
Yeah, this project, actually, the estimates decreased on this project. This project is jointly, I think, 50-50 paid with State Cost and Morgan County on this one. So it decreased. Hopefully they can bid it before long, and we'll see where the final numbers come out on this one.
We have a motion to adopt resolution 2219.
So move. Second.
We have a motion and second, any discussion? All in favor? Resolution 2219 passes. Item number 6 on the agenda is to adopt resolution 2220 to amend the FY 2023 transportation improvement program to increase the cost on the following projects. Upgrade railroad signals, gates, bells, signs, markings, and legends on Tabernacle Road in Hartsville. It's a DOT project number 352113C, CSX Railroad.
This project actually increased, but it's a larger project. It's actually in the city of Hartsville. The state cost on it was also 50-50 joint between state and city of Hartsville. And I think city's already paid their match.
In Morgan County.
And Morgan County. So it's three-way.
And so we have a motion to adopt resolution 2220. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor? Motion passes. Item number 7, adopt resolution 2221 to amend the FY 2020-2023 transportation improvement program to add the following project. Section 5310, Transit Center for the Developmentally Disabled, North Central Alabama Incorporated, Capitol Road and Stop. I guess that's 1 motor vehicle and 2 transit vans for FY 22.
Yeah, this is actually for the CDD, North Central Alabama. It's actually for 1 minivan and 2 transit vans for FY 22. CDD will be paying the match on that, which is 20%. It's 80-20. So they get grants for these vans usually every 2 to 3 years. I think I looked back and it was 3 years ago when they got a grant to buy new vans. But it's a good program, and like I said, they're paying the match also.
How long is it gonna take them to get it?
Shouldn't take them long. Once it gets approved, they'll probably have them next. Sometime it's this year. Wow.
They'll be lucky.
Yeah, hopefully. Usually by the time we get these transit, they already have went through. Yeah, they already ordered them.
Guess we better pass it. Adopt resolution 2221.
So moved.
Motion, have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? I keep forgetting to say that, I'm sorry. Resolutions passed. Item number 8, adopt resolution 2222 to amend the FY 2023 Transportation Improvement Program to add the following project. Section 5310, Transit Center for the Development of Disabled, North Central Alabama, capture rolling stock, 3 minivans for year 22, 100% federal funding.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 9, new business. No new business? All right. Would anyone from Albert like to give us an update? Everybody look at you.
At the wall.
First, going over the MPO projects we've got, of course, Hartley's got the intersection improvement on Long Bridge Road in US 31. We're in the process of trying to get the final seal of approval on the right-of-way agreements and start acquiring the right-of-way on it. It's scheduled for early next fiscal year. I think that helps it in November. So this one should meet schedule. Plans are at about 90%. Then we have a replaced culvert and approaches on West Morgan Road over Baker's Creek. Greg Bodley was here earlier and he said they are in the process of acquiring the right of way now, and hopefully they will meet their September the 30th date to let it. Then we have resurfaced Church Street, one from Riverview Avenue to Somerville Road. This is one that we've sort of a lot of hurdles on agreement wise to get done, but Garver's doing the plans, and I think they're getting ready to submit for construction bureau submittal. So hopefully this one will let. Currently it's in August of this year, and hopefully it'll let them. Hartsville's got another project that we've been trying to get ironed out. State Road 36 and Lando Road improvements. We're in the process of, I guess we're still in the scope of work phase of it, trying to see exactly what scope of work is going to be done. So hopefully we can get that moved on. And then there's 3 resurfacing jobs in the town of Priceville. One's Cave Springs Road, and then Skidmore Road and Bethel Road. All 3 of those are scheduled for next fiscal year. We're in the process now of trying to get all the funding agreements approved so that go ahead and do the PE and proceed onward with those resurfacing jobs. As far as state projects, we've got 2 in the general MPO area. The first one is bridge replacement on US 31 over the railroad. That's just across the river right by our district office. We've had a 30% review. Haven't got down to right-of-way authorization yet, but it looks like it'll probably be let sometime mid-2023. And then we had a carryover project on resurfacing that was originally in this year's phase 1, but we ran out of funds, and it's on 36 from Newcut Road to 31 there in Hartsville. It should let early in the fiscal year. Right now, I think we've got it sitting in December. And the last group of projects is the A-Trip 2 projects that we have approved. First one is on the belt line where we have Central Parkway and Stanlin Road intersections where we're offsetting the left-hand turns and re-signalizing. I talked with our construction people yesterday morning. They had a meeting with the contractor. He's supposed to get his materials delivered in June, and hopefully we'll start on that project in July. And then the last one is access management project in the city of Hartsville. There from Curry Street to Sparkman Street. It progressed a little bit quicker than what we thought it would. It was scheduled for next fiscal year, but since the plans are about done, we're going to try to hopefully let it in August. So that's one that actually moved up into this fiscal year. That's about it, unless someone has some questions.
Any update on Gordon Terry?
Yeah, our maintenance people have been talking with several different contractors. That'll be a locally let project. As soon as they can you know, one time we were gonna work it from the bottom up, have to buy some right away from Decatur. It looks like now there's possibility that we can, work it from the top down and not have to buy any right away. So they're still trying to decide exactly what they're gonna do. When they decide, then they'll ask 3 or 4 contractors to come in and bid on it and, let it locally there in the office. So that should be happening real soon.
You have anything?
Yeah, next fiscal year, we will start the TIP process, or the Transportation Improvement Program. It'll be for fiscal year 24 through 27. So we're waiting, and I know James and them doing a lot of work down at the state. We're waiting on a lot of the federal regulations to come down from the transportation bill. It's kind of slow. They come in a little bit slow. So, but the TIP process will be going on. So we'll be looking at the long-range plan and getting with you, our elected officials, to see which projects we want to move in to the TIP intersection resurfacing, that type of project. We have a lot of projects on, as Alan just addressed, we have a lot of projects going on right now. And the way the money works is, a lot of times we get about $1.9 million a year. And if we go over that $1.9 million, we're kind of at the mercy with the department of giving us more money if we got projects more than that. We've been lucky over the years. We've got projects authorized that's more than what we actually got allocated. But there was a lot of years where we didn't do any projects because we couldn't. Once we get some of these projects done, I think we can start adding some more projects in. We need to get the 2 intersection projects in Hartsville done and the county project done to see where they're going to be. I know your researching projects probably be next fiscal year. Kind of see where then we're going to fall, because prices are going up. See how much overruns we have on them, and then we can go from there to add some new projects. So kind of be thinking about what projects you want to add, and we'll try to get them in the system. The new transportation bill, there's a lot of things in that bill. We've been going over it. It's going to be a lot of grants in this bill. So you're going to be applying for a lot of grants to get bigger projects. We had a letter come down from the department, I think it was last week, that's about carbon reduction funding, and we're getting a little bit of extra money for that carbon reduction funding. We're still going through to see what qualifies for that. I think our intersection projects probably will, because it'll reduce emissions, but that's part of our allocation. So we won't have to do anything to apply for any grants. It's just part of that MPO allocation. So we can add projects, and we already have projects that qualify for that money because they're reducing emissions. It's going to be a lot of greenhouse gas stuff in this, a lot of air quality stuff, and a lot of climate change that we're going to have to go through the rules and regulations to see how we're affecting that in the new bill. So we're looking at all that stuff too in the new transportation bill. But guidance is coming down slow on this bill for some reason. In the past, it's come down a little bit quicker, but this bill's coming down now really slow. So, but I know some of you have a grant writing team, some of you have consultants, but some of you don't have that. Just reach out and we'll help you as much as we can on wading through some of that on the grant side. But that will be coming up in next fiscal year. We'll probably be back here in August to approve the final UPWP and anything else that comes up between them. We have a lot of projects going on. I know I know some of you's heard about a bridge study. We're close to finalizing funding for that. We're getting closer. It's been a long road, but we're getting close for that. If we get the funding for that, that should be underway soon, hopefully. One more thing that I wanted to say, I don't know if all y'all have heard about a rumor about the Tennessee River Bridge. Well, just to tell you, that's not true. Aldot's doing inspections on that, and I think, hopefully they'll know something before too long about what they need to do with the bridge. But as far as it being unsafe or sinking, them are just rumors. That's what it is. So that's all I have. Unless anybody has any
That was the
questions.
next question I was getting ready to ask, was about the bridge.
There's gonna be some work on it next spring.
There will be work done on it in the future, but, I don't know when that'll be. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later.
Well, like you said, our maintenance staff had hired 2 different consultants to go out to inspect different components of the bridge. Once they finalize their reports, it'll give us an idea of what the scope of the work that we need to do. And yes, we do plan on pursuing some maintenance type projects on those bridges in the next fiscal year. That's our plan right now.
And I know locals have a lot of projects going on, but I think we're coordinating with Aldot to see, where them projects overlap or if any of them be affected. So
Matt, anything? We have a motion to adjourn? Somebody's gonna close it.